Hooked Bear is another Humphrey the Bear short from Disney, and this particular short was released in 1956, directed by Jack Hanna. And we have James MacDonald voicing Humphrey the Bear, and I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Humphrey the Bear. There are a couple of shorts he has appeared in that I've quite liked, and there are a couple where I could have taken it or left it, and that's certainly the case with Hooked Bear. There's nothing wrong with it, it's well animated, it's well edited, the narrative structure flows well. It's simply that Humphrey as a character never really appeals to me that much, apart from in the few shorts where I kind of actually rather enjoyed him. But this one, it is the hunting season, or fishing season, and he's not doing a great job of getting fish. And, of course, he's a bear, he's supposed to be able to swipe those fish with a paw, but things aren't going very well for him. And the big question is, will he be able to successfully fish for fish by the end of the cartoon? Or will he be shamed? I'm not going to say what's going to happen, but the thing is, with Humphrey cartoons, they can go either way. Sometimes he comes off triumphant, sometimes things don't go his way right until the last second. So it is quite unpredictable in that sense. You're not really sure which direction it's going to take until maybe even right towards the end. It's an interesting enough narrative. It makes perfect sense. He is in an environment where we'd expect to find him. Sometimes that's not the case with Humphrey, and of course seeing him fish is something that we would expect to see of a bear. So it makes sense. The backgrounds are well animated, the foregrounds of course are well animated. Humphrey himself is interesting enough. I wanted the best for him, I wanted him to do well, but at the same time, if it got to the end and he hadn't caught any fish, I knew that I wouldn't really care that much. So it's not the most emotionally involved for me, but that's mainly because of my I guess, my inability to decide about how I feel about Humphrey. I'm disinterested in this character as an individual, but the short itself was quite fascinating. It's not the first Humphrey that I would recommend, but if you are a fan of Disney and you haven't seen this, then I would recommend that you check it out at some point.